Welcome back to Pelican Broadcasting's 2023 continuing coverage of Mardi Gras in New Roads. It is the 79th New Roads Lions Club Mardi Gras Parade. The theme for this year's New Roads Lions Club Parade is Music for the Ages. Leading the way to get things underway, the Mounted Posse and Motor Patrol. Horses, motorcycles, police SUVs. What more could you ask for to start off a parade? Crowd still in a very festive mood after roughly an hour ago, the 101st Community Center of Point Capee Carnival Club Parade rolled through the streets of New Roads. Our nation's colors cannot have a parade in Louisiana without presenting the colors up front. The Baton Rouge Caledonian Pipes and Drums Society I don't care how old you get, there's just something about a bagpipe band that really gets the hair on the back of one's neck standing up. The Park Forest Middle School Junior ROTC Color Corps. Pay attention, my friends, that's the future leaders of the United States of America. Point Capee Fire District number 5 showcasing the things that are at their disposal to help keep the good folks of New Roads and Point Capee both served and protected. While we've got this brief pause for just a moment, we'd like to take the opportunity to thank the businesses that make this broadcast possible. Valello's Furniture and Appliances, with 2 locations, New Roads and in Port Allen. Daiquiri Diner on False River Drive in New Roads. Schutz Surveying Incorporated here in New Roads. The Fontaine Lumber Company, with 3 locations to serve you. Livonia Lumber and Farm Supply, Zachary Lumber and Hardware, and Parish Home and Farm Supply here in New Roads. Point Capee General Hospital, located at 2202 False River Drive. T&L Septic Service, where they let you know in a heartbeat if your toilet won't swallow, give Terry a holler. 627-4449. Kellerman Kitchen and Bath in New Roads, owned and operated by Councilman Kurt Kellerman. The City of New Roads and Mayor Theron Smith, along with the City Council, the New Roads Police Department, and the Department of Public Works. Point Capee's parish government, led by Parish President Major Tebow, and the Point Capee Parish Sheriff's Office with Sheriff Renee Thibodeau and our very good friend Jimmy Loron, Assessor Extraordinaire, all combining their resources to make this broadcast of both the Community Center of Point Capee Carnival Club Parade and, again, the 79th New Roads Lions Club Mardi Gras Parade.
Don't miss it. Valello's inventory reduction sale and clearance on furniture and bedding going on now. New collections arriving daily. Huge savings plus 12 months interest-free. Limited time only at Valello's, New Roads and Port Allen. Just minutes from downtown Baton Rouge.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Up next will be the King and Queen's float from 2022. As Mardi Gras 2023 in New Roads, Louisiana continues with the 79th New Roads Lions Club Mardi Gras Parade. You can probably tell just by the raised voices and the level of excitement that there are lots of supporters here for the King, Queen, and the court. King, by the way, Stephen Jewell, is a lifelong resident of New Orleans. New Roads, rather, forgive me. He and his wife, the former Mary Frances Smith, have been married for nearly 30 years and the proud parents of 3 children. Their daughter, Erin Elizabeth Jewell, reigned as the Queen in 2016. Luba Workers Comp, and it's time to boogie with their float, one of the mainstays, staples, if you will, of Louisiana life. I can only imagine what a chore it must be trying to keep these groups together. Keeping in mind that there are a number of parade entities, for lack of a better phrase, that took part in both parades. The Wilkinson County High School Marching Wildcats from Woodville, Mississippi, marched earlier this morning in the Community Center of Point Capede Carnival Club Parade, and now showcasing their abilities in the New Roads Lions Club Parade. We're joined at our broadcast position by the, I guess I can still say, newly elected Mayor Thayer Smith for the city of New Roads. How are you, Mayor?
I'm doing well. I think newly elected is still appropriate.
Still appropriate?
Yes.
Okay. It's got to do your heart good as someone who campaigned on increasing resources for the young people. It's got to do your heart good to see all the young people here enjoying themselves this day.
Yes, it does. It really does my heart really good to see so many people come out, particularly the young people, and they are enjoying themselves. And everything is going so well today. So we're extremely excited and pleased.
For someone who's never been to the great city of New Roads, what are they missing out on, man?
When it comes to Mardi Gras, particularly?
No, the city in general.
Missing out on the charm and the culture that we have. This is a gem. This is somewhat of a hidden gem to some people, but those who come by, they realize what a great gem it is. We have people that are coming to buy homes on the river, even summer homes, because once they come and get a taste of the culture and the environment and the friendliness of our citizens, this is somewhat addictive, and they want to taste more of it.
I made the comment earlier that one of the things that I love about your city is that it is the quintessential small town America. It's a place where you drive through and people that you've never seen in life before all wave to you when you come by. In response to doing this interview, you have to promise me one thing.
What's that?
Y'all will never lose that.
Oh, no, I don't think we ever will. It's important. It's ingrained in us. We're raised with it. As a matter of fact, when I go to other cities, sometimes if I'm riding on a back street and I pass a car, my hand just instinctively goes up.
Right.
And I wave.
And what's the response?
They're looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
That's understandable. That is understandable.
Yes,
Your time on the New Roads City Council helped prepare you for mayor in what regard?
It helped me to understand how important it is for the mayor to work with the city council and to be sensitive to their positions and their responsibilities, because they're somewhat different. We all work for the same goals, the benefit of the city, but they're different roles. And so I've had that other role. Right. And so now I can be more sensitive, because as a city council member, I always wanted to be made aware of what was going on. And some of those day-to-day things that the mayor has a responsibility for, right, he can do it without, just kind of leaving the city council in the blind. And this was a small community. So what I did, one of the things I did, I told my city council, I said, whenever there's a new construction of a commercial building, you will know what it is, so that when your constituents say, hey, what's being built there? You won't say, oh, I have no idea. Right. Because this is a small community, and people expect you to know those things if you're in these positions.
How tough has it been for you to take off your councilman hat and put on your mayor's hat?
It really hasn't been tough. Probably one of the toughest things is just dealing with employees and those day-to-day. I felt that there were some bad work habits and things, and so I had to correct those things. Right. As a mayor, as a council member, I could always say, hey, it's not my job, I don't have the responsibility, but as a mayor, I do have the responsibility. And that's probably the most difficult thing.
Do you think the average person has any idea how tough it is running a city, no matter what size it is?
I don't think so, because I didn't before I joined the city council. There are just things that you just don't know about and not privy to until you actually get on the inside.
Right now, this is the what would Jimmy Buffett do? Float. That's a pretty answer. That's a pretty easy one to answer. When you look back growing up in this city and your life experiences, I don't know if you're a man of faith or not.
I am.
But we have an old saying in the old Baptist church, and a song that says, order my steps.
Yes.
Do you feel as though God has ordained this for you, Mayor?
Most definitely. And it's interesting that you asked that question. My wife and I were just having the same conversation last night. And I told her, I said, I think that the things that God has allowed me to go through and to experience and to deal with, those things have prepared me for the position that I now hold, that I can do it effectively and have the necessary sensitivity to people, but not be overly, needing of people's approval in order that would hinder you from doing the job and making decisions that you need to make for the benefit of the whole.
All across this country, there are people that, for any number of reasons, are entertaining for the first time in their lives running for public office. Dissatisfied with the state of the country, maybe the city they live in, the district that they live in. What would Mayor Smith tell them they need to consider?
Yeah, as far as considering when they're considering running?
Yes.
I would say definitely consider it. Learn as much as you can, and definitely do it, because too many times people sit on the sidelines and complain and about things. When I got ready to run for office, and I am a man of faith, and I actually pastor a local church here.
Awesome.
So what some people were telling me when I was running for council, said, well, how you gonna navigate this being a man of God and running for political positions, because political positions sometimes have negative images. I said, well, look, when I hear people say that politicians lie, steal, and cheat, what I hear is that you're looking for somebody like me, somebody who doesn't lie, steal, and cheat. And so I think that when too many good people sit on the sidelines, then we allow people who maybe shouldn't hold positions to have them. And so I would say to those people, look, just make sure you have the best heart and interest for the people. Right. Get as much knowledge as you can about serving, and also count the cost, because there's a heavy commitment, because when you are a public servant, people expect you to do that, to serve them.
I worked very closely with Roosevelt Gremion for the better part of 2 decades, helping him with his AM and FM stations here in New Roads. I cannot remember a mayor winning election with 66% of the vote. What did that amazing number of people that voted for you say to you?
But that amazing number told me that people had extreme confidence in me, and it humbled me and made me really be cognizant of the great responsibility that I have, because I have people that are depending on me, that told me that people felt that there was a great need for a change, and so they have a high expectation for me to be that change. Right. And so I keep that in my mind every day as I go about my business of being mayor.
He is the newly elected mayor of the city of New Roads. New Roads, y'all got yourselves a good one. Take care of him. His mission is to take care of you and the city, and he will be better because of it. Mayor, I know you're a busy man. I appreciate the time, my friend. Anything that we can do to be of service, don't hesitate. Give us a call.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Take care of him. He's a good one. Talking to Mrs. Mayor off camera just now. Mayor, thank you again, my friend. We appreciate it. It is the 79th New Roads Lions Club Parade as we continue rolling on with our coverage here on Pelican Sports Broadcasting. For the record, those of you that have ever been involved with a Mardi Gras parade or big parade of any size, you know how tough it is sometimes to keep things in order. We do know that up next it is Catholic High School of Point Capiz float. School of Rock is the theme for that float, and I guess you draw the inference there. Catholic High School of Point Capiz and School of Rock. There you go. Pretty self-explanatory, if you will. We are anticipating, if our lineup sheet is anywhere near correct, probably in the neighborhood of 35 to 40 entrants in this year's parade, this year's New Roads Lions Club Parade. Unlike earlier, where we were swamped with individuals in the Community Center of Point Capiz Carnival Club Parade. Emma Vosberg, the 2022 homecoming queen of Catholic High School of Point Capiz. If you've ever spent any amount of time at all in the city of New Roads, you recognize the name Vosberg. And continuing with a school theme. I want to say that was, yes, Falls River Academy's Gators. Zoe Tebow the 2023 Point Capee Cattleman's Queen. Looks like we finally managed now to get, well, I better not say that. I don't want to jinx it. Alan will probably get on me in the truck if I do that. See if we can spot the Blaze Bombshells dance troupe out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Stampede of Soul, Madison Preparatory Academy Band. Up next, the Define Dance Studio out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana as well.
Let me see you shake that in that low. Let me see you shake that in that low. Let me see you shake that in that low.
Good to see so many entities based out of Baton Rouge supporting the city of New Roads and their annual Mardi Gras festivities. And of course, speaking of there's the future right there. It's one of those days where so many people looking to have a good time. All it takes is one or two knuckleheads to spoil the deal. And in a family-friendly atmosphere like this one, trust me when I say that's not going to be tolerated. All that jazz. That all that jazz float is manned by Grumpy's crew. Trucking.
Going at some mother, this a young handsome mother. Got I swing that wood, I just nunchuck them. Who you with? And what's your name? And you not him, boo, I'm Wale. And that DC, I rep all day. My eyes red, cause of all that hate. Don't blow my high, let me shine. You wanna be, you take my time. You want more beef, we can take it outside. Fuck on my broad, these lame mine. You out your line, you out your lane. Sweat no beats, sweat out wings. Wear out tracks, let me do my thing. I got 16 for this roster thing, but I'm almost done. Let me get back to it. Whole lot of loud in the middle.
Now, if ever you wondered why you need to have your business represented in a Mardi Gras parade, rest assured the folks in the area where we're broadcasting from, they're going to remember Kaufman Trucking in Port Allen anytime they have some trucking needs that they need taken care of.
Cause I walk around with pockets that are bigger than my butt. Rain, rain, go away. That's what on my head is say. My pockets stuck on overload. Rain, rain, that will know. No need to be never live.
I feel more than comfortable in saying that the good folks in New Roads, and for that matter, the entire parish of Point Capite, would love nothing more than to see you pay a visit after all this is over for Mardi Gras. Scotlandville Magnet High School Band, the Marching Hornets, out of the capital city of Baton Rouge. If you were with us earlier for the Community Center of Point Capite Carnival Parade, you saw this marching ensemble then. And of course, they are double dipping, for lack of a better phrase today, taking part in both New Roads Mardi Gras parades. Once again, the Scotlandville High School Marching Hornet Band. You may notice on occasion marching bands come through. There's usually a vehicle immediately behind them without any signage or anything pertaining to the band. Those typically are the support personnel, individuals that ride along directly behind the band to keep the guys and girls hydrated, fix any instruments that may need repair along the parade route, etc., etc., etc. So if you see one immediately in the aftermath of a band going by and you say to yourself, they didn't tell us who that vehicle was for, just know that that's a support vehicle for the marching bands. The Royal Dazzling Divas, another dance troupe out of Baton Rouge, are up next. Actually, the Royal Little Bitty Dancing Divas. Bobby Reed and the crew of Gems. It's all good. Up next, it's A&B Tire and Truck Service and Trailer Repair, supported by Zach Simmers, Sheriff out of West Baton Rouge Parish. That's one thing that you can pretty much count on when you're talking small town Mardi Gras parades in South Louisiana. Law enforcement bending over backwards to lend whatever support they can to the parades, to the groups in the parades, and of course to the neighboring cities as well. I am not able to verify it at this point, but I've got to imagine joining forces with the New Roads PD and the Pointe-du-Pee Sheriff's Office, any number of local police departments helping out in that regard. Madison High School's marching band up next. Madison High School's marching band hailing out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Don't miss it. Vallelo's inventory reduction sale and clearance on furniture and bedding going on now. New collections arriving daily. Huge savings plus 12 months interest-free. Limited time only at Vallelo's, New Roads and Port Allen. Just minutes from downtown Baton Rouge.
Hi, I'm Katie, Operation Manager here at Old School Barbecue. We're excited about all of the changes here at Old School, and we'd like to invite everyone to come out and enjoy some delicious barbecue at Old School prices. We feature brisket, chicken, ribs, sausage, and the Boss Hog pulled pork sandwich voted best deal in town. We also have live music Friday and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. 10655 Coursey Boulevard. We can't wait to see you.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
The Unlimited Dancing Divas, both a cheerleading and dance troupe. Recently established group, founded in 2021. Bush's Bar and Grills float. And while we have this brief pause in parade action, we'd like to take this opportunity once again to remind you that none of this would be possible without the support of some absolutely wonderful businesses. And we're hoping that if you are anywhere near the immediate area, as a thank you for their support of this broadcast, that you support them with your patronage. Businesses like Vallelo's Furniture and Appliances, with locations in New Roads and, of course, in Port Allen. Daiquiri Diner on False River Drive in New Roads. Schutz Surveying Incorporated in New Roads. Fontaine Lumber Company with 3 locations. Livonia Lumber and Farm Supply. Zachary Lumber and Hardware. And Parish Home and Farm Supply in New Roads. Point Capee General Hospital at 2202 False River Drive in New Roads. TL Septic Service, where they say if your toilet won't swallow, give Terry a holler. He'll take care of it for you. Kellerman Kitchen and Bath, owned and operated by New Roads Councilman Kurt Kellerman. The City of New Roads with Mayor Theron Smith, the New Roads PD and their Public Works Department. Point Capee Parish Government with Parish President Major Tebow. Jimmy Loron, Assessor Extraordinaire, and Point Capee Parish Sheriff Renee Thibodeau, and the fine men and women of the Point Capee Parish Sheriff's Office. Thank you, one and all, for your support in helping us to bring this program to folks that weren't able to make it out in person. Westtown Assisted Living Communities float. That is the Bayou Crew, another of those entries where you have to wait until the float passes before you're able to read the banner on the tailgate. Thank you so very much, Bayou Crew. Now, see our friends on the bikes are still hanging in there, making their second trek through the city. You notice anything particular about this group? You don't see any young people. They're all what we would call seasoned individuals, thoroughly enjoying themselves and doing it with pedal power. Tell you what, sitting here looking at these guys and girls, I think I might get out there and ride a little bit with them too. Alan said, nah, man, you sit there at the table, stay where you are. I concur, my brother. I agree wholeheartedly. The crew of Dixon and their Mardi Gras float. The crew of Dixon, one of two floats with a gingerbread theme, sweet shop theme to it, if you will. Lest you need to be reminded, it is tax time again. Unlimited taxes and more, and their float. Best advice you'll get all day, folks. Love your family float. Up next, the crew of Houston's 2023 entry into the New Roads Lions Club Parade. The crew of Thibodeau. That is the crew of DJ 250 and their float for the 79th New Roads Lions Club Parade. The crew of family friends, wishing one and all a happy Mardi Gras. Again, we'd like to give a very special thank you to the folks that made this broadcast possible. Mardi Gras is what Mardi Gras is, but without the support of a lot of great local businesses, the parades themselves, and certainly this broadcast would not be possible. A very heartfelt thank you to Bolello's Furniture and Appliances with 2 locations, New Roads and Port Allen. A Daiquiri Diner on False River Drive here in New Roads. Schutz Surveying, Inc. in New Roads. Fontaine Lumber Company with 3 locations, Livonia, Zachary, and New Roads. Point Capee General Hospital, 2202 False River Drive. T&L Septic Services, where they say if your toilet won't swallow, give Terry a holler. Call him at 627-4449. Kellerman Kitchen and Bath. If the name is familiar, it should be. Owned and operated by New Roads Councilman Kurt Kellerman. The City of New Roads and their newly elected mayor that so very graciously spent some time with us earlier, Mayor Theron Smith, the New Roads Police Department, and the city's Public Works Department. Point Capee Parish Government, led by Parish President Major Tebow, the Point Capee Parish Sheriff's Office, and our good friend Sheriff Renee Thibodeau. And finally, Assessor Extraordinaire Jimmy Lorock. Thank you so very much, one and all, for your support in making this broadcast possible. On behalf of Director Alan Traylor, my buddy and partner in crime, cameraman Marty Campbell, I'm Clarence Buggs, thanking Cassandra Will for sitting in with us on the first parade, and we look forward to seeing you next year for another exciting Mardi Gras here in the great city of New Roads. We'll see you then.